Hey besties, and thank you so much for joining me in today's video, and welcome if you're new here. My name is Lindsay. I'm a lover of beauty, makeup, fragrance, all the good things, and in today's video we are going to be talking about Valentino Donna born in Roma and all the flankers involved. I love Valentino Donna born in Roma. It is one of my most complimented perfumes. I need to do like an updated video of that, like my most complimented perfumes, because I feel like the last time I did one, it's definitely changed now that I have like a bigger collection. So if you guys want to see that, let me know. But anyway, now I do have two bottles, like big bottles, and then I have two travels, so that's kind of interesting. The funny thing is I didn't even start out having the original. That's why I have it in the smaller travel size. I actually started with Coral Fantasy, then I got the intense version, and then I got the original because I wanted to compare the two, and then I got the Yellow Dream very recently, and then I thought to myself, oh, I have all of them, might as well make a video, because honestly, I just love to see videos like that on my For You page. I love watching people talk about flankers, which ones to get, which ones maybe to avoid, and which ones just kind of maybe fit your vibe. So I'm gonna go through all of that today, and I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, maybe subscribe, and I will link everything down below as far as my makeup and these perfumes. Starting out with the original that started it all, some people say this perfume smells like everything else or that it's just boring, and I have to tell you, I don't know anything else in my collection that smells quite like this. The only thing that has a similar vibe to me is my Prada Paradox, and that's another perfume that everybody says smells like everything else, but I swear it smells amazing. And for me, I get a lot of the jasmine, which obviously is the star of this show with these perfumes in general. I get a lot of that woodiness at the base, and I get a good bit of those fruity notes at the top. So I really like this. I would call it a warm, spicy, fruity, woody fragrance for sure. It's really nice. I love it. It's definitely sexy for me. I think that if you're wearing this, it's perfect for a date night. I mean, you could wear it for brunch as well. But for me, I like this one a lot for like date nights. I get so many, once again, I know I already said it, but so many compliments on this perfume, but I absolutely love it. There's 3 different types of jasmine in here, so at first when I saw that, I was a little worried, but honestly, one of the notes is jasmine tea, which I think does help everything kind of blend together seamlessly, as well as cashmere, which is one of my favorite notes in fragrance because it just gives the fragrance this really soft, smooth texture, which I think I've already told you guys before already, but in case you have never heard me talk about this fragrance, very date night appropriate. I feel like it's very flirty and fun and sexy. And that's just kind of what I'm getting from this one. It's real hot and heavy, so you have to like that to love this fragrance. I wouldn't say it's blind buy worthy. I wouldn't say any of them are, except for maybe Coral Fantasy, but I think that if you do like a really beautiful kind of berry, fruity, woody fragrance, you'll absolutely love this one with, of course, that jasmine included. Now, if you don't like jasmine, you might not like this one. I would just say go in store, smell it, see how you feel. But for me personally, I feel like this one is very confident, very beautiful, very sexy, very flirty. Y'all, I forgot I didn't even mention the notes. I mean, I've been casually like just saying the ones I really get in this, but we have top notes of blackcurrant, pink pepper, and bergamot. Middle notes of jasmine, jasmine sambac, and jasmine tea. And base notes of bourbon vanilla, cashmere, and gaiac wood. And again, it's just such a beautiful blend of all of these notes. I mean, everything is just done so beautifully. I love that in the top we do have that bergamot, which keeps the scent, even though it is really strong, it keeps it from being too much, in my opinion. It really does uplift the fragrance just a little bit and give it a bit of lightness, even though again this one is hot, this one is heavy, this one did not come to play, and it's one of those you just want to keep smelling. You guys see I literally closed it and I'm still like trying to smell it through the cap. It is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I seriously feel like if you don't have this one already, try to at least smell it in store because it is something to smell. I was gonna do this in the order that each perfume came out, but that would mean we don't have Valentino Intense next up, and that just doesn't make sense to me. So the Intense, let me just tell y'all, is intense. Not that it's stronger. I don't actually feel like this one does last longer than the original. It's more so it's deeper, it's darker, it's sexier. Just like the bottle looks, which by the way, can we just have a moment? This bottle is absolutely beautiful. It's what definitely roped me in. When I was in Ulta, I sprayed this all over, you guys. And I thought it was good. I walked out. When I opened the door to Ulta, like I had this breeze that just hit me, and immediately I knew I had to go back in and get the fragrance. The person I was with wasn't really on that time with me at the moment, so I did leave. I came back the next day, and you better bet I bought it in the biggest bottle possible, which now I feel like I could have got like the smaller bottle, but that's fine. The point is I immediately just knew it was like that rich auntie sexy, you feel me? So it's definitely more mature, for sure, but for me it's just beautiful. For date night specifically is when I'd wear this. I'm not pulling this out anything else, no brunch, no lunch, no none of that. For me, this one is definitely either date night where you're out at the club with your girls and you want to smell good, you know what I'm saying? So I do like this one. I get a lot of that bourbon vanilla. Is definitely intensified. It's a very confident fragrance for sure. I just think you have to like bourbon vanilla, you have to like that spice from that benzoin, and I think obviously you have to love jasmine. And in this one, the jasmine for me pulls, I'm not sure if it's the jasmine or the benzoin, something's a little animalic in here. So at first when I did start wearing it, I loved it, but then the hotter it got, the more I was really getting that animalic feel. So that's why I say it's definitely to me for cooler weather, or at least for late night for sure, when it's a little bit cooler outside. But I do love it a lot. It also has amber, which adds to the warmth. I'll go ahead and read all the notes. Let me see. I think those are it though. Yeah, we have top notes of bourbon vanilla and amber, middle notes of jasmine, and then the base notes of the benzoin. So the similar notes to the original are the bourbon vanilla, which is definitely amplified in this fragrance for sure. Like if you feel like the original does not have enough bourbon vanilla, this one's gonna be amazing for you. And this one is much heavier. This one makes the original smell light, just saying. We have the middle note of jasmine, which is of course in the original as well. I don't believe the original had benzoin, right? No, I don't think so. So yeah, I like it. I don't love it as much as my original, but I do feel like for this one, there's a time and place. I don't think as many people are gonna like this one. Definitely smell it in store before you do pick it up. Oh, look at the bottle. It's so stunning. But yeah, definitely smell it. See what you think. Wear it on your skin. It does last very long, just like the original. I get about like 7-8 hours, if even longer. So yeah, I feel like when I do let them dry down on my skin though, they do smell pretty similar, even with this one having such you know, minimal and different notes, which was interesting. The original just has a much lighter presence about it, I believe, from the bergamot and the berries, just giving it a little bit of a, you know, fruity and also like a little bit brighter opening. So yeah, I do love this one. I do think it's different enough to have in my collection, but I would just try them both on and see how you feel. Now, the Coral Fantasy is so light in comparison to both of them. This one is very juicy with the opening of kiwi. It's a little bit tart and sweet. It dries down with that beautiful musk and cedar. And I do believe it also has mandarin orange, which just adds to that beautiful bright opening. This one I always say is a lovely fragrance for, I would say definitely for like a lunch with your friends, with your family, like with your mom, whoever. I think it's really great for meet the families as well, like when you just want to not be too offensive, but you want to smell good, you want to have that natural musk, you want to smell sweet and inviting. This one does that for me every single time. I will say this one out of all of them gives me very pretty girl energy when it comes to perfume. It's just a friendly vibe. It's a really beautiful, inviting, uplifting, radiant fragrance. But with that being said, it's not anything I think is too unique to my collection. If I could compare it to something, I would say it smells a little bit like my Dolce & Gabbana Imperatrice. I'm sorry you guys, I'm working on it. I believe that's how you say it. It just has the same type of kiwi in there and watermelon. It's really fresh. It's not as, this one is not as like watery fruity though. Oh, but the kiwi note in here is so beautiful. I just wish it lasted longer. It's really pretty. When it dries down, because the kiwi kind of goes away, I'm left with a nice orangey citrus musk with that cedar base. So I really like this one. I feel like it's perfect for the hot weather right now. And even though I understand it's not the most, you know, groundbreaking perfume ever, I still absolutely love it. And this was my first Valentino Donna Born in Roma fragrance. I really do like this one. So I would say this one is, this one and this one, I'm just gonna let you know already, are the most me. I feel like this one you could wear literally anywhere and in any weather. So for that, I really do like it, though I do feel like it's more geared towards spring and summer. Oh, let me read the notes. I have to pull it up first. Top notes of kiwi and Brazilian orange. Middle notes of Indian jasmine, ambrette, which I love, rose and white musk, and Texas cedar in the base. So yeah, funny enough, I don't really, I guess if I think about it, maybe I can smell the rose, but I do smell jasmine, but I don't really pick up on the rose too much. If anything, I'm just getting a lot of that citrus, a lot of that kiwi. And I do smell that cedar at the base. It's really good, you guys, and I love it. The only thing I'll say, I'm happy I kept talking because this is important. This one does not last long at all. This one in Yellow Dream, it's like, where'd you go, you know? But specifically with this one, it does not last very long at all. I'd say maybe after like 4 or 5 hours, I do have to apply again, which isn't terrible, but it's still something to consider for sure. And then I was gonna say last but not least, but next up is Yellow Dream. Now Yellow Dream, I'm conflicted. I do like it, but then again, I feel like it's just a little bit too heavy on the floral. The mix of floral and that lemon, I just feel like something is a little sharp to me. I do like it. I believe the notes, there's only 3, are musk, rose, and lemon. And for me, that rose in here, mixed with the lemon once again, it's just not really vibing. The reason I feel like I could make this one work though for sure is because it's not a super strong, intense fragrance to begin with, or I definitely feel like it would give me a headache. I feel this one might be nice for like a nice formal, elegant event, to be honest, because it does give me kind of that clean out the shower vibe. It has that powdery floral essence, so I do like it. It could be an easy reach. It's just that something in it for me, at least right now, is a little bit too sharp. But then again, I can't really smell it that well. It's not a very strong projector, at least to me right now. In the 4 days I've had it, it doesn't seem like that at all. So I don't hate it. It's just not my favorite out of the 4. And that's okay, you know? I mean, there has to be a least favorite, and I would say this one, I feel like this one might be my least favorite. But again, I feel like this one, you could wear it inside the house, you could wear it doing your errands, and you could also wear it dressed up and formal. So I like that this one, you know, you could wear it anytime, any place. It's a very easy reach for like any occasion. It's just that for me, the mix, but then again, I do like it. It's just that it's a little more floral than what I typically go for. So I do not see myself getting a full bottle of this one. Whereas, hey, I want a full bottle of this one ASAP. Just letting you guys know that. So yeah, you guys, I'm sorry I can't give more information on this one, but I can tell you it is longer lasting than my Coral Fantasy, which I figured because of the notes listed. And usually I feel like florals, I mean, they do last longer usually. So yeah. That's kind of all I can say about this one. I like it, I don't love it. And yeah, I hope this video was helpful to you. If you've smelled all of these perfumes, definitely comment down below and let me know which one is your ultimate favorite. And if you want me to do this with any other perfume, like compare it to its flankers, let me know. I think Good Girl might be fun, or the YSL Libres, but I will let you guys let me know in the comments. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one, besties. Bye!